welcome to Walter R. Johnson Sports Complex. On behalf of Wildcat Productions, this is Kevin O'Neill, and with me as always, Coach Bill Mix.
We should say Hall of Fame inductee Kevin O'Neill.
All right, that's enough of that now.
Uh-huh.
So here we are for a Week 7 matchup of your 3-3 Libertyville Wildcats and 4-2 Mundelein Mustangs from right down the street. So both teams fighting for playoff lives, fighting for seeds, fighting for everything we got. Coach Mix, tell us a little bit about the Mustangs.
We've talked about it before, but got to get to 5 wins to be eligible for the playoffs. And Mundelein sitting at 4, with the Cats sitting at 3. Mundelein's exciting. They're 2-2 in conference, 4-2 overall, but their 2 losses were to Warren, which was kind of a blowout. But they lost to Stevenson only 10-3, which is a good battle for them. So the Cats, hopefully they're ready because they could be in for a battle tonight. They're coached by Vince DiFrancesco. They got a couple of returning all-conference players. One of them is a very large young man, number 76, Brandon Hansen. He plays both offensive and defensive line for them. He goes 6'6", 330. So he'll be easy for us to pick out. And Jake Junia, number 35, you'll see him tonight. He's a running back and a linebacker, plays both ways. From what we're gathering, their quarterback has been Danny McNelly. He's thrown a number of nice touchdown passes. So the Cats really have to be ready for him tonight.
So Mundelein's really priding themselves on their offensive line. That's really their bread and butter. I was talking to a couple of our defensive linemen, and they are going to be looking, but they said Mundelein just looks to pound the ball down. They're happy if they get 3.3 a play because that'll just keep moving the chains, just keep going behind those big boys up front. So our defensive line is going to be in for a treat tonight. For LHS, like we said, they are 3-3. Started the season with wins over Lamont and Richard, non-conference. Got fairly dominated by Warren, I would say. I think it's fair to say. Kept it close for a while, then they ran it away. And then in between a spanking of Waukegan, 2 just heartbreaking losses, 2 overtime losses, Lake Forest and Lake Zurich.
Crazy.
Just as close it could be. Cats had their chances in both of them. But either way, they're sitting 3-3. The Lake Zurich game last week, the Bears were leading. The Cats stormed back, took a lead. Bears went up. Cats had a chance to tied it up in overtime. Went for a 2-point play, and then not a great call by the officials, but that ended the Cats' chances there. Offensively, the Cats are led by Quinn Chambeau and a series of wide receivers. And then we've got Demarion Baker at running back. Boyd Hunt plays outside linebacker and fullback. Josh Holtz, the big tight end. The O-line, which deserves more love than we've been giving them. Owen McGrory, Jake Richter, the big guys across the front. RVB doing the job on the O-line. Andrew Johnson will be getting some time in there on the O-line as well. And then really the vaunted receiving core that does the job. Blaze LaVista is a dangerous weapon as a sophomore. Luka Nikolic has been a big target and caught a few big passes for us against Lake Zurich. Steven Gavrick does the job, gets open. He's a target, very dangerous on our slants and quick outs, just a strong kid. And then Sammy Seth plays in the slot a lot and is just a slippery, sneaky back, and he can make some plays happen.
I think we got some keys to the game, don't we?
Yeah, so Coach Shack is nice enough to take some time, share with us what he thinks are the keys to the game offensively. And really the first one comes down to, just like it does at any game, Coach Mix,
Execute.
Execute. Got to do. He actually says execute early, execute often, and execute well. Coach Shack is totally putting it. He says it's about us, what we need to do, not what Mundelein's going to do to us. And then the second key to the game, protect the football. We saw Lake Zurich score on a turnover last week after we threw an interception, gave them a short field, and that was their easiest score of the night. So can't afford those turnovers and put our defense in tough situations. So offensively, Coach Mundelein, we said, is going to just try to pound the ball. They want to just pound that ball down, so our defense is going to need to make some adjustments. Coach Budge actually put in some 4-man fronts this week
Nice.
to try to counter that big offensive line, so they'll be getting a little bit different of a look. We'll get a look at the defensive starters here.
All right, for defense, we've got Boyd Hunt playing outside linebacker, one of the leaders of the defense. We got Owen McGrory, Jake Richter, Antonio Vaughn, and Charlie Clark, who's been throwing his body around in there, making some big hits. Eric Waldorf, Caleb Basic, Mason Marabella, and Tommy Bunick. It looks like we also have Hayden Coons, and then Mason Strader. Shout out to Mason's grandmother, who's listening in tonight, and Mason wanted to make sure we said hello.
So those guys are in the defensive backfield there. Hayden, Tommy, Mason. They're going to have to be coming up, and run support is going to be really important. Can't let the Mundelein running backs get to the second level uncontested.
So will we have a lot of rotation on our defensive line, do you think, if they're going to keep pounding?
Yeah, I think we'll see them alternate between the 3-man front and the 4-man front, because that's going to change Mundelein's blocking scheme. We'll see if we can get them out of their comfort zone a little bit. But I would expect to see Antonio, expect to see Christopher Samaras rotating in, a whole bunch of the other D linemen rotating in. So LHS keys to the game, Coach Budge also kind enough to give us a little bit of time. Just what we've been saying about, got to make quick reads, got to be able to know where they're going to be, what's coming at you. Are they countering? Are they running their trap? Are they going straight ahead? So that's really the first of the keys that we need to make. The second defensive key, stop their favorite plays. We want to make sure that we know what they're going to do, and don't let them get in their comfort zone. Just stop up those plays. And then the last key to the game, slow the run game down. That's what they want to do. They don't pass a whole lot. They did get their only touchdown last week via a pass, but they want to run the ball, and we've got to slow them down. They don't want to do too much fancy, so that's our job.
All right, looks like it's about time for the Wildcats marching band to take the field and lead us in the school song and the national anthem.
All right, so we'll see you on the other side of the national anthem and fireworks.
Junior drum major, Jessica Headland. Rise, remove your hats, and join in singing our national anthem, conducted by LHS Band Director and 2008 LHS alumnus, Matthew Carnstead.
directing the band. We're going to get the players on the field here. The fireworks are still going. So Coach Mix, Hall of Fame inductions, homecoming inductions, parents, everything, and this game is still going to kick off within 2 minutes of its scheduled time.
It's going to be a Hall of Fame broadcast.
Yes, I certainly hope so.
By a Hall of Famer and the sidekick.
We've got, we do have some special guests, some actual special guests this evening. Coach Davis, we're going to get a sideline interview with Coach Coos, who is the head coach of that 2014, as well as we're also going to get an interview with the head coach of the last year's girls soccer team, who finished third in state. They're getting honored tonight as well.
That was a great run.
Yeah, that was awesome. Young group, wasn't really expected to make that deep of a run. Maddie Kapala, among others.
Maddie. So the Wildcats ran over to greet the student section. It is homecoming week, so big festive atmosphere here.
They announced the court earlier, you saw that.
Mundelein's student section is looking pretty full.
Pretty
They
good.
traveled well. Not that far of a trip, so I'm glad they made it for it.
Yeah. And the winner of the homecoming election is one of Wildcat Productions' very own.
Yes, he was introduced before the game.
Yeah.
Henry Kelson.
Henry Kelson. So he's on one of the cameras down there, so that's very exciting. We're going to check in with Coach Davis and see what he's got for us on the sideline. CD, what are you hearing?
Oh. Still trying to establish contact with Coach Davis. Looks like we're having some microphone problems. See if we can get that remedied.
So Mundelein will receive the kick for the first half. The Cats are on their launching pad. That's helped make sure that we have 11 guys ready to go. Ben Ratner will do the honors of kicking off. For those of you who watched the Bears game on Thursday night, you saw what an advantage it is if you can have a touchback every time. It took out one whole phase of the game for the Commanders. They had no choice, no way to return kicks. So special teams are a crucial phase of the game.
Hard to see from here, but it looks like Nicho, I want to get his name right, Osorio is back for the Mustangs. Can you see who's on the far side there, Coach?
I can't see, Coach. Those numbers are small. Maybe number 3, is that possible? Eric Silva.
We're kicking from the left-hand hash. That's new for us.
Yep, a little
Popped
kick.
up kick. Fielded at the 20.
Well covered.
We're down at the 26-yard line. So a little different wrinkle to our kickoff game.
Yeah, usually Ben kicks off from the middle and he drills it deep. We obviously didn't like something we saw in their return game. And so the defense is going to come out. I'll be curious to see whether Coach Bud starts in a 4 or a 3 front, and then what that does with our linebackers, because we do have a lot of talented linebackers. And if you bring in another D lineman, you're taking one of them off the field. So it looks like we'll start in the 3 front and just walk up our backers. So this is our normal defense right now.
McNelly at quarterback, inside handoff. There's a hole. Looked like our safety had to come up, hit him after about an 8-yard gain. I think that was number 2, Mason Strader.
That was Adam Akib on the carry for the Mustangs. Oh, look at that glow in the dark, lit up
I see that.
down marker, Coach.
Technology.
We're in 2023. So second and short.
That is a big boy in the backfield there. McNelly in the shotgun. Fake the handoff the wrong way. He's taking off around the right end. So did he turn the wrong way, or is that a design?
No, I think that was a naked boot is what I think it was, because he went right away.
Okay. He just turned to the left and the running back went to the right. So.
Oh, that part was wrong.
Okay.
I think he turned. I'm sorry. I think the play was designed to go the way he ran. I think he just turned out of the snap the wrong way.
Gotcha. So he's out to the 42-yard line. He's going to bring up another first down. McNelly comes in from the sideline with the play. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right.
Cats are walked up, bringing guys down.
Inside handoff to
There we go.
Alahib again. Met after about a yard gain and push back. Big hits. Looked like Mason Strader came up.
Eric Waldorf came in and got a piece of that too. That's the kind of plays that we need to make, that we need to stop at the first level and not give them a chance to get 6, 7, 8 on that.
So without sounding cliche, are we pretty much packing the box? Is that
Yeah.
what you see most of the game?
Yeah, I think that's what we'll see until they prove to us they're going to do something different,
All right.
which we haven't seen on film. I mean, you see right there, we have 11 guys within 2 yards, 3 yards of the line of scrimmage.
It's a roll left. McNelly has got a receiver out. Brought down. Nice
coverage.
tackle
That's
by Clark, right?
Yep, that's Charlie.
Pass was complete to number 85, Adam Bogensky. It's going to bring up a 3rd down and about 4.
So when we bring all those guys up on the line, everybody else is in man coverage, basically. So you've got Charlie Clark covering the tight end who came out of there. He was the slot receiver. You had Mason Marabella one-on-one with their wide receiver, Carson Cooper here. And so it's going to be a lot of pressure on those linebackers and cornerbacks if we're going to keep everybody else stacked in the box. Look at this, Coach. Double tight, double wing.
Inside handoff. Met and falling forward. He's going to be,
Ball.
fumble!
Oh, they're calling that a fumble. That is. That ball came shooting out. That's going to be
I thought
Cat's
he was going
ball.
to be close to a 1st down. The
They're gonna-
Mundelein coach has got his arms out like,
They're going to talk
what is
about
happening? But,
Oh, are they measuring? I couldn't
No.
see. Did you? Oh, here, we get a good look here. When that ball comes out,
I think his
I
left
think-
elbow was down.
I think he might have been down. But they don't get the benefit of replay, Coach. Looks
Calling
like
it.
we're excited.
And we actually couldn't see the ball from
we
our
didn't-
replay.
yeah.
We would have had a reverse angle of it. But that's a takeaway for the Cats. Going to be 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line.
That's big because what that essentially does is it negates Mundelein's getting the kickoff to start the game. You're taking away a possession of them, and you're not even deep in territory. So just outside of midfield, Cats offense gets to go.
3 receivers left. Empty backfield now. Chambeau throws out screen. Oh, we got a flag. Looked like it's in the area of formation or movement.
Yeah, motion,
Yep, looks like a motion. Yep.
illegal formation. Don't have the ref. The ref's mic wasn't on. I couldn't tell what the call was exactly. We must have had 2 guys moving.
He threw it as soon as LaVista started moving out of the backfield.
Maybe he was moving forward. Oh, here. He's going to give it to us, I think. If it's an illegal shift call, it's because he moved forward.
Illegal shift. Offense. The line was still getting set when the motion man went in motion. Still 1st down.
We'll check with Coach Davis here, see if if our man on the mic is going.
All right, guys, any luck? from
Yes,
there?
sir.
All right, there we go.
Great to hear you.
I heard you guys talking there about us getting started on time here. Chambeau gets back under center here, and Blaze gets out of the backfield for a 1st and 15 for the Cats.
Oh,
Quick slant.
put that in a tight window right
Got
there.
back the area. Is that Sam Seth? Yeah, it was. Sam Seth caught it for about a 4. Give him 5. Back to the original line of scrimmage, so it brings up a 2nd and 10.
Yeah, but we've had a lot of action here tonight. I know you guys, I heard a little piece of it as I was getting my headphone back in with all the Hall of Fame induction ceremony, homecoming court. Busy night here at the Walter R. Johnson Sports Complex.
Well done getting everything going, too, Coach Davis. Oh, that's a hold. He's not allowed to do that.
Completes it anyway.
Two of
Was
our
that Holst?
two of our wide receivers were getting held.
Yeah, that was Holst who
Yeah.
caught that for about a 5-6 yard
Holst
gain.
and Levica were getting hugged. Right here, Quinn's trying to look for him. Levica was trying to turn that route up. Man, did he put that in a tight spot, Quinn did.
All right, we got 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Looks like
3rd and 5.
La Vista in the backfield. We got a whistle.
Timeout Mundelein.
I know Mundelein didn't like something.
We have a timeout.
It's going to be 3rd and 4,
Mundelein.
and Mundelein had to burn a timeout.
Well, we have a second. We'll like to tell you to be sure to visit LHSDOI.com to view coverage of tonight's game, including player interviews, stats, and the full recap. check out the website throughout the year for timely coverage of home sporting events. They had an article about the powder puff on by Thursday morning when that went on Wednesday night.
Beautiful. How'd the game go?
It was fun, as always. I mean, the referees leave a little to be desired.
Did they find any good announcers, or are they still?
They're still looking for announcers. They're still desperately trying to find somebody who knows what they're doing. But the game was good. The game was good. Always exciting stuff going on here at homecoming.
All right, 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Someone new in the backfield. I can't see the number. You got it, Coach?
I do not. I don't have an angle.
Guys, I believe that's Gavin Dixon there in the
thank you.
backfield, number 26.
Thank you.
He got a bunch of, the top got
this
it.
is open, down to the 20, 10, touchdown.
Nice job.
That's a 50-yard strike for Shambo de la Vista. Cats are on the board. Here's a replay.
Really nice play action here to Dixon. Sucks the linebacker up, and Blaze just runs right by, and man, does Quinn put that ball on the money.
That was a double move.
That was a nice, well, that's why he got hugged the last time,
I
too.
gotcha. All right. It's good to get on top. Here come the Cats. They're muddle huddle.
Muddle huddle, but it's just
Muddle.
holds. So it's a lefty muddle huddle, which is always fun.
Over to Clark. Throws it.
Oh, just missed.
It's pretty apparent that teams are starting to really try to prepare for it, knowing that we do it.
Well, and to be fair, that's one of the reasons we do it, because then that forces other teams to prepare
spend
for
practice
it.
time, right? Yeah.
Because there's only so many practice hours in a week, and if you have to do that, you're taking away from something else. And then, as we've said, you only need to get it 50% of the time for it to work.
Gotcha.
For it to pay. So.
All right, well, I know the O'Neill ladies are big fans of the Muddle Huddle, so.
They are.
You
Guys,
are.
well, we got a little break in the action here. I want to give a big shout out to LHS golfer Joey Kistler, who finished 17th today in the state for the first round of the state golf championship down at the Den, down in Bloomington Normal. So Joey made it to day 2, so he'll get a chance to go out and play in that second round of that championship flight tomorrow, try to take home that state championship. So good luck, congratulations to Joey.
Nice, excellent.
Way to go, Joey.
What's the highest we've ever finished in golf, Coach Davis, you know?
That's a great question for Coach Eggert. So I don't know if I have that one fired up in the Rolodex.
Well, Cats steal a score by taking away Mundelein's first possession, and they are up 6-0. Does that say 8:32, Coach? It looks like there's a camera in the way.
There is a camera in the way. I think it's 8:32.
That is 8:32, Coach O'Neill, 8:32.
What's the camera there, CD?
It's coming down at about the 15-yard line. Fielded by an up man again. Got a big hole. Gets it out over the 35 to at the 36-yard line.
I understand the theory of doing the pooch kick so you don't allow them to set up a big return, but then they're still starting their return at the 20-yard line. And so I always struggled with that a little bit.
All right. McNelly's still at quarterback. Looks like Al Khatib is still running back. 2 receivers left, 1 right. Inside handoff again, plows forward. They're 3 yards in a cloud of dust, or a cloud of rubber pellets. Still holding true here.
I mean, that's going to be one of the big keys to watch in this game. Can our D-line dig in and not get pushed back to allow our linebackers to come up and make plays? The defensive line is going to be not get a lot of tackles today, but they can make a lot of plays by taking up their offensive linemen.
We've got a new running back. Looks like number 15, Brody Palak.
Carson Cooper down here at the bottom of your screen.
Inside to Palak. Dragged down from behind. Couldn't quite see who got him. I know that Caleb Basic came up and put a hit on him.
Looked like Hayden Coots came down hard from safety position also. So Caleb Basic is coming out now. So now you see we're bringing in a 4th D lineman, it looks like. It looks like Richter is coming in. Oh,
Well-
but Boyd Hunt came on, so we still just have our 3D linemen, but Boyd Hunt came out to give Basic a blow. Oh, it looks like Basic's bleeding.
Well, it's a 3rd and 5.
He's not going to bleed out, folks. Don't worry, he's okay.
Same alignment, 2 receivers right, 1 left. Palak in the backfield, inside handoff again. Palak can't
Nice.
stop him short. It's going to be 4th and about 3 to go.
So you see, that was the fake boot that they did. I wonder if Coach Mix, you brought up that he turned the wrong way.
Right.
That he was supposed to hand that ball if he went the right way and then carry out his fake the other way.
Gotcha.
But that's the type of play that you look for. You can't get lulled into that, and then all of a sudden he keeps it and gets around contained.
Let's see, La Vista and Seth are back to receive the punt.
Ooh, I
from
like
Mundelein.
I like that combination back there.
Now the Cats are taking a timeout.
Timeout.
As Coach O'Neill and I do a quick
Libertyville.
math count.
Yep, I counted. Did you? Oh, you know what? I bet you $1
11.
Basics on punt. Is on
Nope,
punt
I
return.
counted 11.
Did you count
Basic
11?
and Basic's there.
Well, he just came off the sideline.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think we had 10. I think we were short. That is one of the trickier equations when you have guys go in playing both ways. Then all of a sudden, when you make a substitution, you have to recall what special teams they're on and make sure people know where to go.
So is a backup or the second person in line, in other words, would they be watching for the person they have to go in for to come out, or would they have to be
Well,
told to go in?
You can't come off the field until the guy's coming on.
No,
for
I
you.
understand, but
Yeah.
like Basic came off 2 plays earlier, right, to get his
Right.
hand looked at. So would his replacement know that he has to be in there for special teams?
His replacement might not know what to do for special teams because
Okay.
usually the first guy gets all those reps.
Gotcha. It's a motion.
Little rugby punt, roll out punt. Nice
Line
kick.
drive over the head of the receivers. Going down to about the 15, goes out of bounds about the 16-yard line. That's where the Cats will start.
I'd like to see La Vista and Sammy make a better play on that ball. They came running up right away. We know they rugby kick. They do that every year.
I was watching them, and when the Mundelein up back started going in motion, it was like we jumped a little from the back line, like maybe they were thinking there was going to be a pass or something.
Yeah, we've seen that from them. I don't know how much we've seen the motion, but we know they do the rollout kick. So we'll just have to adjust to that, try to get ourselves better field position. But still, the Cats up as we're halfway through the first quarter here.
2 receivers left, 1 way right. Lavis all the way out here by himself. There
He's
is
on the
no
bottom
help.
of the numbers.
If he gets a step,
Quinton would have to throw the ball almost 40 yards just to get it to him.
they're doing
and
it.
he
He is.
Got him. He's
Got him
him.
again. There he goes.
And he's
Lavis down the
faster than
sideline.
him. Nice. That's just called I am faster than you, and our quarterback has the arm.
85-yard pass.
Wow.
Take a look at it.
Quinn knows exactly what he's doing. He doesn't even hesitate. He turns right away, flips his shoulders, just puts it right out. Only Blaze is going to get that ball. He's so far ahead of the other guy, you can't even see him on the screen. There he is. 85, did you say?
Yep,
Coach
85.
Mix?
Guys, perfect start here for the Cats tonight. Absolutely perfect start.
So excellent play, and we're lining right up for the kick now.
Kick is up and good. Pushes it out to a 13-0 lead. So, Coach,
Was
you missed
that
the
Radner?
first.
Oh yeah, it was Radner.
If you
Sorry.
missed the first muddle huddle, aren't you supposed to do the second muddle huddle?
It
50%?
Depends what they're feeling, what they're seeing now.
Okay.
That was always my theory, but they have different calculus, they have different maths.
Well, the Cats sure did take advantage of that. We all saw that La Vista was out wide by himself with no help for their DB. And the DB was up in press coverage.
Yeah.
So he was only like 3 yards off the receiver.
I mean, and Levista's a big, tall kid, and when he gets a few steps going, I mean, he's listed at 6'2", and I think he might have been 6'2" in the summer when they put the program together. I might even give him another inch now, and he just blew right past him. I mean, there was no doubt.
All right, Wyatt Sudan and Maddox Hermistroff are back for Mundelein. They're standing at about the 14. Mundelein's bringing on another person. Coach, middle of the field's wide open.
I'll be curious. I mean, they obviously don't like something they saw in their return, the way it matches up with our coverage, which is why we moved the ball over and why we're pooching it.
Trey Thompson has been the one who's been catching the up ball, number 14. All right, Ratner's coming up again from the left hash. High, back to about the 9-yard line.
Good coverage. Oh!
Gap. Still brings it out to about the 35.
That's an example there of almost everybody doing their job perfectly, and then one guy took one step too far inside and created a seam. Everybody was in line, had really good coverage, had him sealed up, and one inside step too far, and give that Mundelein returner credit, he saw it.
All right, Mundelein's back to work. El Khatib is in the backfield again. Jet sweep motion, handoff, stringing it out wide.
Wow.
He's got the edge, he's got the edge. Oh. Nice run by number 18, Brandon Carmen.
Number 28 getting out, doing some blocking. He is a load, isn't he, Coach?
He's big. You can see it here. And there's number 28 leading the way.
Yeah, he just takes on a full body, takes on Hayden right there is coming down for the safety.
All right, 2 receivers left, 1 way right. Little tight motion. Cats are really stacked in the box. Inside, oh, got a flag. Offsides on the Cats. Must have lined up on the neutral zone, in the neutral zone.
Don't want to give them free ones here. Don't want to give up free yards.
We've offside. Defense is lined up in the neutral zone. 5 yards, still first down.
All right, that puts the Mustangs across midfield. Now it's a 1st and 5 from the Cats 49. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. McNally still a quarterback in the shotgun. Inside handoff. And he's big and he is strong. El Khatib. It's going to bring up a 2nd and, let's see where they finally mark it. Looks like a 3. 2nd and 3.
So this is where Coach Budge was telling me that, you know, they have to make quick reads. Their zone plays, their power, their ISO. We need to know where that ball's going so we can get there quick, because their O-line is just bigger. And if they get a chance to get moving and going downhill, we're going to have a hard time beating them at the point of attack.
Another
Boom, there we go.
Oh, got penetration there.
That was Antonio Vaughn making a nice play. Man, he is just disruptive.
He got in there first and slowed him up, and then a host of Cats came along after. But Antonio Vaughn did make the first move. So that's going to bring up 3rd, and they lost about a yard. So now it's about 3rd and 4 from the Cats. Let's call it the 48. RVB coming into the game. McGrory on this side. Vaughn. Looks like 3 on the line, Coach.
Everybody, and look, I mean, this is 1950s. Everybody's within 5 yards of the football on both
Inside
sides.
handoff.
Oh, second effort.
I don't think he. No, he didn't get it.
He's short.
He's going to be short by about 2 yards.
Excellent play. Charlie Clark. Or no, I'm sorry. That was Eric
Waldorf who came
sorry,
up.
Eric.
Yeah.
Came up and wrapped him up. And he kept the big end kept his legs moving, but Waldorf was just wrapped up around him, and there was nowhere for him to go. So they have to bring the punt team on. Although I say even the way we reacted to the last punt, you still got to be aware. Because Mundelein knows that this can get out of hand quickly. They're already chasing 2 scores with 3 left in
2
the third.
receivers right, 1 left in punt formation. Hayden looks like Hayden Kuntz is back alone.
Yeah, look, we marched 2 guys up on the outside there to make sure they're not doing any trickery.
Low punt.
Get away from it. Worm burner.
Rolling down about the
Mason Marabella, he
15.
must have had a special teams coach at some point in his football career, because as soon as he saw that ball was burning along the ground, he just walked right off to the sideline. Get away from it. No need to be anywhere near it. Wonder who taught him that.
I'm going to guess, I don't know, Mr. Sullivan?
I think it was.
Okay, that's what I was wondering. All right, so 2 Cat drives, both touchdowns pretty quickly. How about that offensive line giving Quinn time to throw the ball?
Yeah, absolutely.
Both good
It's
strikes.
Time for a play action and get
Sure.
that ball off.
So shout out to the offensive line.
They are doing the job. Nothing happens without them.
2 receivers right, 1 left. Look, bubble screen.
It's to number 13.
There's
that's
Nikolic.
Luka.
Yep.
Well, we have a second here. Want to give a quick shout out to all of my ladies at home. Maggie, Claire, Annie, Shannon, and Amy, of course. They all came to the assembly today, Coach Nick, so that was fun.
And do they know their dad's a Hall of Famer now?
I think they do. I
Nice.
think they do. They actually have to call me Dada Hall of Fame.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, we're way out trips. Look at
Trips
that.
left. Another fake.
Oh, another screen.
Bubble screen. Got a step. He might be gone. Is that Seth? I think that's Sammy.
He
Is
stays
it?
in. Yes, he does.
Another huge strike.
Long score. That's another 80-plus yards, right?
Yep. That was Sam Seth. He told me before the game he was looking for 2 touchdowns.
All
You
right.
can see it here. He's got 1 now.
Again, play action, setting up the screen. Oh, look, Coach, I think those were wide receivers blocking downfield.
And
do
you know what
think?
happens when wide receivers block?
Good plays become great
Big
plays.
There you go.
When wide receivers block. Love to see Sammy get that.
All right. Cat's going for a 1 again. Ben Ratner. Stephen Gavrick's the holder. Good snap. Kicks up. And good. 3 big strikes.
So what did we say? Was that about 80 yards?
That's another 80-yarder. So Quinn's got to be over 200 yards
Yeah.
passing in the first quarter.
So
Holy moly.
Another, not to keep going back to the Bears game, but they talked about how DJ Moore had the most yards after catch of a Bear ever in that game. And, I mean, we're getting, I mean, I guess the 2 to La Vista were 2 long balls, but then continuing after the catch, but that's just another 80-yarder to Sammy right there.
Right, that's right. All right.
So Mundelein down 3 scores right now, still with 2 left in the quarter.
And they're not really built to play from behind like this.
No, they're not a quick strike offense at all. So this does not play into their strengths. So the Cats just need to stay disciplined, not let up any big plays on special teams, and just keep doing what they're doing. I do feel like they've had answers for the big O-line of Mundelein. I feel like they haven't really gotten pushed around too much.
All right. Ratner still kicking from the left hash. Now Mundelein's got 2 returnmen down at the 5, and Trey Thompson up at about the 15. He's the one who's been catching it, and he'll catch this one. At about the 18, across the 20, 25. A little bit of a seam. Cats are rallying. He's going to come down at about the 37-yard line.
Yeah, it's a nice little return. They set up a little wall right over there, and he ran straight forward and then made a beeline to get tucked behind that wall and got just about everything he was going to get there. The Cats were able to sniff out where it was going, but when you're only kicking to the 20-yard line, that you get to the 40 to the 35 real quick.
See Sam Seth down here trying to catch his breath after that long run. All right, 2 receivers left, 1 right, tight right, and
they're
McNally's
throwing.
rolling left. He's got someone.
Oh.
He was open. Pass was intended for number 7, Carson Cooper. Might have been a little behind him, but it's still catchable, I think.
But, I mean, that just looked awkward, didn't it?
It did,
Like,
the whole thing.
I mean, that was not, you can tell that that's not in their comfort zone, and that's about as basic of an offensive pass play as you can get. That's just a little waggle, but they were not loving that.
The Cats looked like they were in like a zone.
I think they just didn't drop anybody back that time. So, yeah.
Because he kind of sat between the two defenders.
Yeah.
All right, 2 receivers right. Another inside handoff, a little bit of a head of steam. Gets out for a gain of about 4. That was Al Khatib again.
Nice job. Looked like Owen McGrory was one of the first guys in there on the stop. Will Carney doing the job. Charlie Clark always getting his nose in there.
How we doing down there, Coach Davis? Looking good.
Charlie's been walking around with a boot. He has a little stress fracture in his foot. But
2 receivers left, 2 right.
some
McNally's going to
pressure
throw.
coming.
Out to the flat. That time it's caught for a first down. Nice grab, fingertip
That's
catch
to
by
Cooper.
Carson Cooper. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a nice pitch and catch there. Cats bringing in 2 new linemen, Miles Bateski, Jake Richter coming in. So Bateski getting some time on the defensive line.
Bateski.
Bateski's been doing a lot of work at, not during the season, but going to O-line camps and making sure he's getting his name and his skills out there on the recruiting circuit.
All right, 1st and 10. Inside handoff.
Oh, nice play.
Big hit. Is that Vaughn
Antonio,
again?
yeah. I mean, he just has a nose for the ball. Like, you can watch how quick he gets his hands up. He keeps his head up at all times, and his hands are so quick to come up.
Was he a wrestler?
He was just for his freshman year. He wrestled.
Okay.
One of his freshman football coaches might have talked him into it.
Ah.
So,
Down the last 30 seconds of the quarter here, so this is probably the last play. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Tight end is in motion, switching to left side of the line. Now we're coming back, almost jet sweep. Outside handoff. Nice run.
So that's an example there where the offensive linemen were able to get to the second level right there. They were able to get past our defensive line. We didn't take on those blocks, and they're able to push our linebackers back, which means our safeties have to make that play.
That was Jake Junia, who we talked about, all-conference player from last year, who handled the ball that last play. But at the end of 1, Cats are up 20-0. It's going to bring a 3rd down and about 3 for the Mustangs. So good first quarter for the Cats, Coach.
Absolutely. Nice first. I mean, that's about as good as they could have wanted it, with the exception of missing that muddle. That's about as good as they could have had. Defense is doing the job. I mean, this is Mundelein's best drive right here.
Looks like we got the soccer team coming out onto the track right now. Last year, 3rd place finish.
Guys, here in a couple minutes, we're going to have an exclusive interview with Coach DePaz and the 2023 soccer team.
Nice.
Excellent.
Looking forward to that.
There they are down there. There's Coach DePaz, Coach Taylor, Coach Shinto.
Can never tell which one Coach Shinto is.
I know, he's very discreet. So here come the girls.
He's got the whole Lord of the Rings thing going there.
That's awesome. I love that this team is getting recognized for their accomplishments. And love that we're going to get Coach DePaz on here, too.
It's 3rd and 3, tight formation again.
Quick handoff.
Inside
Wow, is that nice.
They ran that fake.
Sniffed that out real quick. I think that was Antonio again, and then Charlie Clark.
It's going to bring up 4th and 3. You got to think they're going to have to go. Well,
Bringing that
punt it
punting.
again.
I mean, it's almost, right now it's almost too easy to look for the fake.
Yeah.
Like, I bet they just drop 1 back again. Yep, we're just dropping 1 back. Because, I mean, just down in distance and point in the game. Like, this
I think
is where
that's
you run
Strader
fake.
back there now. Mason, I think that's Mason Strader back there. So
Could be.
even got a DB back.
Yeah.
We have a sideline warning on the line. A penalty on the play.
Do you know if that was on us or them, Coach?
They said, I think he said Mundelein, Coach.
Okay, I lost the mic. I have seen Coach DeFrancisco out around the numbers a couple times already. They like to discourage that.
Those coaches who like to get out on the field and court. And he's gonna
fake. He's looking.
He's gonna run. We're closing.
Oh, he's got it.
He got it. That was number 24, Maddox Hermstroff. He had a nice run earlier in the game.
Got to be ready for that fake. I think we were. I think we expected him to roll the way that he has been to the right, and we overloaded that side a little bit, and he changed direction and went back the other way. But
it literally was a foot race to that marker.
Yeah.
We all knew where he was going.
Yup. That's tough. Defense does the job, feel like they are do enough to get off the field, and then have to go again.
First and 10 from the 41-yard line.
All right, guys, you're going to have to let us know when we got to break in the action here so we can cut down here to the field.
Gotcha.
Right after this play, let's go. Let's see them. Oh, there we go.
Big handoff.
Nice
no,
play.
it will not go. Caleb Basic coming up.
All right, Coach Davis, let's hear from Coach DePaz and the girls.
All right, and I'm here with Coach DePaz and the third in-state 2023 girls soccer team. They just got recognized down here at halftime. Coach DePaz, what's one big memory that will stand out with you about this team looking back and now you've had a chance to reflect on the season?
Yeah, I think the biggest moment that stands out in my head, we lost 2 games in a row, and then we had to battle to beat Loyola, and then from there on, we didn't lose for a really long time. And I think that resiliency that they showed, and also once it started clicking against our rivals, and we won 6-0, I think that was definitely that defining moment. We had a couple of tough losses, a tough battle to win, and then from there we just started rolling.
There you go. You heard it there from Coach DePaz. We'll get a quick shot of everybody here on the 2023 soccer team. Congratulations, ladies. We're ready to celebrate again this upcoming season. Go Cats.
Awesome. Thank you, Coach DePaz. Thank you, Coach Davis.
There they are.
There they are. Look at that.
I know a lot of them.
Coach DePaz.
Molly Cook, Aaron, Kelly, Maddie Capella. Who else do I see? Kate Hopma. It was a good team.
He was also Maggie's 5th grade teacher. Teaches at Adler.
Who?
Mr. DePaz.
All right.
Yeah, he's a 5th grade teacher.
He's an Adler Gator?
Yes, he is. He's an Adler
Nice.
Gator.
All right. That's going to bring up 3rd down and about 19.
So Mundelein tried a halfback pass on that 2nd down play. They pitched the ball back and then looked to. They only had 1 receiver out in the route, and we had 2 guys covering him.
Yeah.
So
McNally tried that 3rd down pass and the flat. It was going to be way short, even if it was caught. So it's going to bring up 4th down. They're all the way back at midfield now, so they're at the 50. Now we'll see how we're playing this. I don't think they can fake it. They got to get 20 yards. We have DBs back there who have now moved up a little. Still got a motion out here. And the second motion.
So now the roll kick that.
Almost blocked.
Basic's going to get one of those before the end of the
Get away
night.
from it.
Move away from it. Sammy?
Ball's going to roll to about the 12-yard line. It's going to catch her back in business. Up 20.
I'd really like to see some better execution from our special teams out here. That's a source of frustration because I feel like that's an area where we could get some big improvement from and get some big gains from. It's showing on punts. I mean, we're verschnickered on every one of their punts so far, the most obvious being the fake punt that they got for a 1st down.
All right. Thinking Mundelein's going to have to start.
They have
Take some
3.
over-the-top coverage here, so we're going to look to pass again. Shambo lighten it up. Gavrick's being held.
There
There's
we go.
the flag.
Yes.
I saw that coming.
Yeah.
Could see the jersey being tugged all the way down the field.
Being held for 20 yards, it looked like. So one thing I got to say about Mundelein's coverage, they had 3 defenders over our trips here, and then they kept a safety in the middle of the field where we had nobody.
He kept, I don't know if you saw it, Coach, but the Mundelein coach was yelling at him
was he?
making the motion to move over to further side. Because when he lined up, it was on the other side of the line.
Yeah.
But kind of got him toward the middle a little bit more, but it's
Pass
still.
interference. Defense number 18, 15 yards. 1st down.
But you have to think, you have to count on your cornerback on the far
Absolutely.
side has got him one-on-one, and you need to put that either put the safety over the single guy or over the trips, but standing alone in the middle of the field doesn't do you any good.
And we got another.
Oh, we got another. Oh, number 18, I think, didn't like the call, and I feel like he might have been, or was he just throwing it to the ref?
Oh, throwing back the flag.
Oh, okay, good. I'm glad. I thought number 18 got in the middle of that a little bit because that's who the
All
penalty
right,
was
2
on.
receivers left, 1 out to the right. I think that's Gavrick way out right.
All right, so now see they rotated him over.
Another bubble screen. Oh! Caught. Pops outside.
Stay
Good
on your
blocking.
block. Stay on your
Good
block.
blocking.
Nicely done.
Nikolic had to go up for that ball. Made the first guy miss. Was that LaVista out there blocking
Yeah,
for
that
him?
was
I think
a
it
real
was.
nice block by Blaze because he got in not one but 2 hits. He gave a pop and then kept going.
That ball was in the air a long time.
It sure was.
Woo.
And then you'll see Blaze here get a pop.
Oh, nice.
And then he goes ahead and gets another one.
Nice.
And good hard running by Luka, too.
And they're pulling it back. Guess there was some laundry we didn't see.
Illegal block in the back. Number 64 offense.
Oh,
Repeat first down.
wow. A block in the back on an interior lineman. How do you even make that call? They're all on top of each other. I mean, unless he just pushed a guy square down in the back, but even that,
All right.
inside the tackle
First
box.
and 20. Vista coming inside. Another flag. Is that number 26, Scott Johnson?
Before the snap. False start. Number 64 offense. 5 yards. Still first down.
Going the wrong way here, Coach. Now all of a sudden we're back right under our end zone.
If we can get a hold of Coach Davis down there, maybe he can help us. Scott Johnson, is that a running back? 26? It says number 26.
No, that's
Out to the
Dixon.
flat. That's Dixon.
It's Dixon. He's a sophomore who got pulled up.
Okay. That's number 26. What's his first name?
Coach Davis, do you remember Dixon's first name? I want to say Connor, but I feel like that. Yes, it is. It's Gavin. Connor Dixon was his older brother. Gavin.
Got it.
Thank you two down in the booth. Is that Ethan giving us the information down there?
Thank you, Ethan. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Dixon's in the backfield again. Fake inside handoff. He's got single coverage. He's letting it go again. He's got him.
Is that Sammy again, I
I think that was Gavrick.
Oh, you're right.
Yep, Gavrick. Another strike of what? About 10, 20, 30, almost 40 yards. Get another look at it here, Coach.
Don't tell Gav that I thought he was Sammy. He's got a solid 5 inches on him. I think he'd be upset with that.
Yeah, Cats had the ball about the 30.
I mean, that's not a big window for
No,
Quinn
that's
to
not.
drop that ball into.
Pitch out to Dixon. He's cutting right. Good
So-
penetration by the Mundelein defense there. Pushes in. Nope. They're marking him down inbounds, so it's going to be 2nd and 10.
Dixon got a bunch of carries last week to share the load with Charlie Clark, and he provided a spark for our offense against Lake Zurich. He was able to do some things.
All right, so I believe it's 2nd and 10. 3 receivers left. Dixon goes out in motion. Ball goes out into the flat. He's got a couple blockers. Receivers get him all the way down to where are they going to mark him out? I thought he almost got to the 15. Nope, they're going to mark him out at the 17-yard line.
That's Luka and Blaze once again getting some great downfield blocks. See, Quinn airs that ball out. Luka getting a block there. Blaze getting another one. I mean, if wide receivers can do that, they make themselves so much more valuable than just catching balls.
Our new red zone graphic looking sharp.
Look at that. We're in the red zone.
We're in the big time here.
Does that mean, like, do stations switch to us now that we're in the
I
red
don't know.
zone so they can show it?
Welcome to all you people who have been watching the other games around the country.
La Vista in motion.
Shambo's
Quinn's got
got
lots of time.
steps up.
Ooh, don't think that one got in there. Like that he keeps his eyes downfield, and man, he just has such a gun that he can just throw that on a frozen rope.
Hey, but once again, the offensive line giving him a lot of time.
Yep, he stepped up in the pocket to create that.
So 2nd and 10. Ball to 17. .838 left to go in the quarter.
In about 4 minutes, we will hear from Coach Kuzieski, Randy Kuzieski. Coach Kuz head coach of that 2004 state championship team.
Chambeau looking
Yeah.
left, looking right. He's taking off. He's down to the 10. Rallied and down to about the 6 or 7 yard line. This is going to bring him about a 3rd and maybe 3.
Once again, Coach Richter, Bateski, RVB, Ryan Johnson, McGrory. I mean, he has all the time he possibly could want right there. Good coverage by the receiver. So that was Langfeld in there too, Andrew Langfeld.
All right. Semi-Seth's coming back in, going out to the slot on the right with Gavrik. Looks like Nikolic is out here on the left by himself. I feel like he's thrown to Nikolic in a lot of these situations, tall in the corner, right?
Yep. See if he fakes an inside move and then goes to the corner on this.
He's going out. Bubble screen.
Oh,
Big
nice hit.
Think he got a first down, though. That was Gavrik. Yep, so it's going to be a 1st and goal.
From the 2, it looks
from
like.
The 2 or 3.
And from the hash, so the Cats have the whole wide side of the field.
Fake the handoff. Got him on a slant.
Boom,
Got him.
touchdown.
Like we called it, Nikolic.
Yep. That was a nice play. That was just a tough inside move by Nikolic to get in on that slant, and Quinn just put that on a dart right at him. Luca had to catch that with his body. If he tried to catch that with his hands, he might have broken a finger.
All right. Cats going for 1. Snap. He's good.
So that's 4 touchdown passes for Quinn Chambeau, who, by the way, since our last broadcast, announced that he is continuing his academic and athletic career at Oklahoma State University. So he's going to be a Cowboy coach. He's going to play baseball.
Nice.
If you check out his Twitter feed, Q Chambeau, you'll get to see a picture of Quinn in a cowboy hat, if that's anything that anybody out there has ever wanted to see.
There's the band.
So attention skiers and snowboarders. Snowcats will have their first meeting of the school year next week. I'm not ready for snow yet, Coach. I just want fall.
Oh, no snow.
First meeting of the school year next week, Thursday before school at 8:20 in room 136. See Mrs. Kelly if you have any questions in the middle LST. So 4 touchdowns, up 27-0, still halfway to go in the second quarter. That's looking pretty good, huh, Coach Mix?
Looking good. Kicking from the left hash again. Mundelein in their familiar middle of the field's open. But Herbestoff standing at about the 15. He's been receiving the ball. This one's going to go deeper. Down to about the 5-yard line. Trey Thompson rallied. Cats bring him down at about the 15-yard line. Nice coverage. Who do we got there? Number 12, Tommy Bunick.
Nice,
Comes
Tommy.
down hard. Number 33 was down there. Jack Trudelar. That was good coverage.
That's what we need. I mean, that makes the difference right there. If we can keep them deep in their territory, now they're starting out at the 16 instead of the 35. That's a whole nother. I mean, for them, that's 2 or 3 plays.
That's absolutely.
At least.
Cats rallied into the box. 3 receivers, each singled up. Strader in the middle. Inside handoff. Whoa, man. Charlie Clark hit him first, but someone else came in and cleaned up.
Cleaned him out. Who's climbing off the pile there? Might be Owen McGrory. Can't tell who came off. It definitely, I think it was one of the linemen who came off their initial block. And was able to make that play.
All right, so it's going to be 2nd and 10.
Yeah, that was Owen McGrory. He pushed off his block and came down hard.
McNelly inside handoff. Akatib again. Better push from the offensive line, but the Cats still hold him to about a 3 or 4 yard gain. It's going to bring up 3rd down.
3rd and about 7, it looks like, perhaps.
Will Carney coming in.
After this play, I got a great Will Carney story for you from his freshman year of football. So I'll be curious if they look to run that boot. Looks like we got a referee's timeout here. Trying to get some things straightened out. So while we got a second, so when Will came in the summer, this was the summer of COVID, and so we had summer camp, and Will came in and was a defensive back. He was a skinny kid, not super tall, and he was one of my DBs. And I was like, all right, this is a smart kid. He's probably going to be one of my corners. But then all the fall sports were canceled, right? And we didn't play until spring. And then by the time spring came, Will had grown probably about 3 inches.
No way.
Had gotten much bigger, and he became one of my starting linebackers on the freshman team. So over the course of the school year, he went from being a small DB to being a good-sized linebacker.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, kids do that.
Yeah. I usually see him in the fall, so I don't get him after they go through that growth spurt.
So, Coach, do we have doctors on the sideline?
We have doctors on our sideline.
Well, they called a timeout, and someone came up our sideline to talk to a player from Mundelein, and the Mundelein coach came out.
So that's possible. If Mundelein doesn't have a doctor who travels with them, we have doctors on our sideline. So the Mundelein coach might have asked the ref to get our doctor over there to take a look at somebody.
No, he's in the side. Nope. 2 backs in the backfield. Inside handoff.
Yeah.
Not going anywhere.
Little give underneath there, trying a little
Vinny
misdirection.
Rogalski. They tried an inside handoff to him. Cats stacked him up.
That was Basic again. Just
Caleb Basic.
Just beastly and pushes him back. I mean, now it's they lost a yard on that, and they were trying to be tricky, come underneath.
That's going to bring up 4th down. Punt formation.
So it's Blaze and Sammy Seth deep again. Cats got a chance to get great field position here. Now Mundelein's going through a little what we went through. They're missing a guy on specials. Only 7 seconds left on the play clock. They're going to have to work to get this off pretty quick.
They got it off. Quick step and a kick. Fielded at the 44 by La Vista. He's going backwards.
Oh, careful.
And we got a foot.
Yep.
Nope.
That's another one. So that's going to be hitting the north-south. He hit a player who wasn't expecting it.
And the Mundelein player's down.
They're going to call that every time. So I think the initial flag was a hold, and then you'll see coming through here. And I understand.
Is that a crackback? What is the official term for that?
I think they called a defensive player.
Okay.
We just call it a north-south. Like you're not allowed. Like if somebody's running south and not looking, the only way you can do that is if you get in the way and literally just stand there. But you kind of have to let yourself get run over if that's the case.
We have a personal foul. Line side.
There you go.
The referee is having a problem with his mic. We're glad to see that number 85, Adam Boginski, is up and jogging off.
That's tough. I mean, that's a hard play. That's a hard-nosed football play. Both guys going full speed. You just don't want to see anybody get hurt, which is why they're trying to legislate that out of the game.
See Coach Jones talking to the Wildcat player.
And the big difference would be you literally have to just stand there. It's almost like you're setting a screen in basketball.
Gotcha.
But like what often happens when you're setting a screen, sometimes you're going to end up on your butt getting launched.
2 receivers right, 1 way left again. He's looking this way again. Nothing there. Oh! How did he stay on his feet?
Wow.
Wow. Shambo, with a player draped all over him, was able to throw it out. out of bounds to the right-hand side.
I didn't see who the receiver was on this side, but real nice job on his part. Instead of trying to beat the defensive back, who was given him about a 12-yard cushion, looks like that might be Zach Henderson, he pulled the route up, and so gave Quinn a chance to get it to him, but that was the one time Quinn didn't have a ton of time.
Coach Davis, are you ready with the VIP down there?
I am. We'll let this play go here really quick, and then if you guys want to send it back down, we're kind of screened here by the Wildcats.
Sounds good. 2 receivers left. Inside handoff. Quick, is that DB? We do. Marion Baker.
Good.
Exciting. Quick 4-yard gain.
All right, Coach Davis, let's hear from the man.
All right, so we have another guest down here on the field. I'm joined by Hall of Fame coach multiple times over from many Hall of Fames, and also my high school football coach, Randy Kuziaski, who's got inducted tonight with the 2004 football team. Coach Cruz, thanks for joining us on the broadcast here tonight. What's the one memory that you will always take with you about the 2004 team?
Actually, it occurred against Mundelein, first round of the playoffs. We were heavily favored. We were ranked #1 in the pack, and we were going into the 4th quarter, and we were losing the ball game. And it was 4th down and 12, and there was 3 minutes left in the ball game, and we had a desperation pass that went for a first down, and we went in to score. And ultimately, we won the game, but right then our whole season was on the line, and our kids came through. And we went on to win the state after that. So, happy against Mundelein.
There you go. I know, Coach O'Neill, I'm sure you probably remember that game back there from 2004, back up against the Mustangs. So, Coach Cruz, thank you. Congratulations. Have an awesome weekend. Happy homecoming.
Thanks for
Hey,
having me.
Coach Davis, can you ask Coach Cruz
Coach Cruz.
how come his favorite memory wasn't something about coaching his son? I feel like I need to let John know that.
Coach O'Neill wanted to say, he asked if your favorite, like maybe 1B memory would be coaching your son that year.
1B memory.
Or 1A memory, but
My memory was my son did not make the A team. He was picked to be on the B team. He was demoralized, but as it turned out, it was the best thing could ever happen. And he went on to play and start for us. And I think it was a great situation. But thanks for moving him down to B.
There you go, guys. We'll kick it back up to you.
Thanks, Coach Coos, a legend. All right. So Cats have moved it out. It's got a 3rd down at about their own 47-yard line. 2 receivers right, 1 on the left. DB is in the backfield again. Quinn getting some more information from the sideline. Plays coming in.
4 on the play clock here.
He's looking. He's going down the seam. He's got a step.
Good coverage.
Oh, good coverage.
Now, I just wanted to say something about our offensive line here, too. Demarion DB was standing, waiting, looking for someone to get through the block, and nobody came through. You see DB there in the
Look
middle.
at the offensive line.
He's like, all right, I'm going to get a guy. Nobody was there. Offensive line, just an absolute wall.
Well, first time we're punting, Coach. It's a 4th and about 7.
So we'll see if they react to our punt formation.
Quinn back in punt formation. We do have some receivers out here. One is not covered.
One's not covered.
No,
One's not covered. Red. Oh.
He kicks it away.
Oh, did that land in bounds too?
Yep.
It sure did. So Quinn looked. He had a chance to look.
So in high school football, you don't have to wait till the ball's kicked to leave the line of scrimmage, I guess? Is that right?
Correct.
Okay, because we only had like 2 people left on the line of
Oh,
scrimmage.
no. So you'll see, this, as soon as the center snaps, he's taught to release right away
All right.
because nobody's allowed to touch him at the line. That's why you want your long snapper to be a good athlete, because a lot of times he's the first one down the field.
Gotcha.
No, Quinn was just sitting back there waiting
I
to see
saw
if
it.
anything developed.
Still got the kick away. So
Yeah.
Mundelein's going to take over at the 20.
I thought it was going to go right out of bounds, and they were going to get it way up at like the 30 or 35.
Rolling left,
It's a
throwing
new
out into the
quarterback,
flat.
isn't it?
Nope, I think it's still,
McNelly? Oh, it is.
it's number 12, McNelly. Nice pass out.
Maybe I'm just not used to looking at him throw.
Out
I
to the
didn't-
flat.
wasn't expecting
That was
it.
Brandon Carmen again. I think it's his 2nd catch. There's the people down in the booth. What's up, Wildcat Productions?
There we go. How's
Hello.
it going, everybody?
Good waving down there.
Yeah, Ethan, I think is. I didn't get a list from Mr. Treptow. Make sure he sends me a list so we can read you guys off. Felix was over there.
All right, it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Mustangs at the 31-yard line.
So 2:30 left in the half.
Got to make something happen. 2 receivers right. Move in the pocket. Oh, ball's
tipped
tipped and intercepted.
Charlie Clark. That's a surprise, Coach. You mean he's around the ball?
You think? He's always around the ball.
So who tipped it? That might have been Basic who tipped it if we get a replay on that one. I think Basic tipped it at the line.
See what we got here.
Charlie Clark. Is he coming through? Yep.
Basic.
Basic and Charlie Clark.
Say their names a lot. All right, so 2:25 left in the half. Cats trying to push it out over 30. We're taking our time. We've got a huddle. True huddle.
Wow, look
Don't
at
see this
that.
very often. What's this?
Not quite sure what to call that. And look at this. We're in Sammy Seth under the center. Option pass back to Quinn. Josh Holt to La Vista.
Cutting it back inside. He's got another blocker out there. La Vista's going to go. And it's in for 7 or 6.
That was some trickeration. Sammy Seth was our freshman year quarterback because Quinn got pulled up to sophomores. So he takes the snap, pitches it to Quinn, and then La Vista's going to go all the way across the field.
And you can see Sammy, was that? Yep,
Sammy
down there.
got downfield for a block.
Wow. A little bit of everything on that play, huh?
Yeah, there was. A little razzle-dazzle.
All right.
Razzle-dazzle.
So Cats going up 33-0.
Hope gets that off.
Kick is good. Make it 34.
So one of my favorite things that you can't see on screen, and unless you're here and looking for it, on every extra point, or field goal for that matter, a whole bunch of kids gather around the track because they want to catch the football. And it's just, I don't know why, it's just such a very small town, wholesome, I love it. It's pretty cool.
It's like, the Little League World Series when they all stand in the outfield. Right?
Yep, yeah.
I get it. As long as they're behaving down there.
Right. Darn kids, stay off my lawn.
Hurrah.
Shout out to the freshman A volleyball team for an incredible 22-6 record so far.
Boom.
Coach Tamayo wanted to make sure you guys got a shout out, so nice job to freshman A volleyball. 28 games they've already played?
Yeah, it's getting down to the end. What, two more weeks till they start the playoffs, right?
I guess you're right. Playoffs.
Playoffs.
So 22-6. Nice job, freshman girls.
All right, 2:11 left in the half. Cats up 34.
So Mr. Treptow sent me the list of everybody who's in the booth, and he was kind enough to inform me that he's in fact sent it to me before, and he can just change it, and I just need to look it up. So my apologies for implying that I needed the list when I had it.
Kick goes down to the 5-yard line. Trey Thompson brings it out just over the 20. That's where the Mustangs will start. With 2:03, so if you're the Mustangs, got to go for something here.
I mean, again, like you said, they're not really built for quick strike, but you need to do something. You got to try and get a little something, a little wind in your sails here. Even just a couple nice plays if you don't score, something to build on going into halftime.
Because the Cats are going to get the ball coming out of halftime.
Yep, they receive the ball. Got another O'Neill. Brian, my brother, just checked in, listening to the game. So thank you for watching from Evanston, Bri. Oh, nice play. Nice coverage.
Quick throw out there to Carson Cooper. Marabella with the tackle. 2nd and about 8.
So I think I hear Assistant Superintendent Brian Kelly.
That's what it sounds
doing
like.
the stadium announcing for John Fischel. Nice tackle by Mason Marabella, though. That's an open field tackle. Those are some of the toughest to make. You're one-on-one. There's nobody helping you there. Good to see Mason on the field. He is one of the fastest kids we've had here, Coach.
Inside handoff. Pushed it out to about the 32-yard line.
I don't mean to keep going back to it, but
Jake Jr.
That's why it's now 3rd and 2, 3rd and 1 instead of first down because of that sure tackle by Marabella.
Sure.
And so that forces them to dig into their playbook and have another one here, taking more time off the clock instead of instead of a first down, which would stop the clock for them. Want to say a hello to my oldest child, Maggie O'Neill, who's still watching the game, even though her mama's gone to bed. So don't stay up too late,
close.
Maggie.
Looks like a first down. I think that was Jake Jr. again.
Well, they called timeout.
Well, no, they stopped the clock.
I know. I thought I saw him signal timeout, though. I thought
he is. He's walking out onto the field to talk to his team.
Yeah. So thank you, Maggie, for coming to the assembly tonight. Or today,
Mundelein
watching the game.
out remaining.
Maggie's in 6th grade at Highland, is on the Maroon team. Is just having a blast in middle school, as much as you can have a blast in middle school.
Always been a big fan of Maggie.
Yeah, you have. You were a big fan. You helped us a lot.
Good kid. She's a good kid.
She's all right, I guess.
All right, so we're down to 33 seconds left. Mundelein's taking this timeout. They got a first down at the 34-yard line. So got to ask the question, if you do those running plays.
I mean, right now you're looking for trickery.
Momentum?
Like they have to. I mean, they might be setting something up. Might be because now look there. I mean, they haven't been spread out this wide the whole game. They haven't been out there. So you wonder if that was setting up for something.
And Cats are bringing the pressure. Quarterback takes off, runs up, gets about a 6-yard gain. That was McNelly.
I mean, you can even just see the difference.
22 seconds. They're hurrying back, but we got to hurry. Got someone still offsides.
Got to get set.
He clocks the ball. Charlie Clark tried to catch it.
So, but even something as subtle as like the Mundelein receivers just aren't used to running routes and then getting back into formation. Like that's just not what their offense is set up to do. Whereas the Cats, that's just second nature. That's what they're going. You see LaVista and Seth and Nikolic, like they just get back to their place right after the play. Gavrick, thank you.
All right, so it's third. No, it really doesn't matter. 3rd and 3 with 13 seconds left from the 40-yard line, from their own 40-yard line. McNelly's looking, throwing it into the slot. Getting out of bounds. Carson Cooper, it's 3rd or 4th catch. So he's got the first down. Does he have the arm for the Hail Mary? They got 6.6 seconds left.
I mean, that's a 60-yard pass.
That's a haul.
I mean, they're closer. They're giving themselves a shot.
There's their outstanding trainer, Megan, running around down there. Megan Hutchins.
So they'll have time for one more here. Cats have
2 receivers left, 2 right.
Hayden way deep, 20 yards deep.
Nelly's going to chuck it down the right-hand side. And it's fallen incomplete.
That'll end the half.
That'll end the half.
So Cats will end the half 34-0. They've only punted once. They've gotten another turnover from Mundelein and are up 34-0. I think it's safe to say this first half was all Cats, Coach.
All Cats.
So they will receive the ball in the second half to start the second half. We will turn this over to the Wildcat Band and Palms and Cheer. And I think Guy Palms are out there today, too.
That
so
should be a thing.
Lots of halftime excitement for you. So on behalf of Bill Mix and everybody at Wildcat Productions, this is Kevin O'Neill. We'll see you on the other side of half.
Hall of Famer.
performance and the best of luck with your upcoming competitive season. Go Wildcats! This year, the Marching Wildcats are embarking on a journey out west. They open with one of Phil's most enduring themes. Based on the film Seven Samurai by Akira Kurosawa, 1960's The Magnificent Seven has been Academy Award in store by Elmer Bernstein, which has been listed as one of the American Film Institute's top 25 American film scores. Please enjoy this performance of the theme from The Magnificent Seven. You've got a friend in me. Enjoy the last few minutes of halftime. We'll see you back here for the second half to get some more points. Welcome back. Happy homecoming and go Wildcat! Last night, the 6-1 Wildcat freshman football team defeated Mundelein 26-8. The junior varsity football team plays Mundelein tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. here at the stadium. Earlier tonight, the Wildcat varsity soccer team lost 3-2 at Stevenson. This last Monday, the Cats had a 1-0 win over Crystal Ray St. Martin College Prep. Boys cross country varsity won the quad meet over Stevenson, Zion, Benton, and Mundelein this week, setting the pace. Michael Cooney placed third out of 132 runners. Girls cross country team took second in its quad meet, defeating Mundelein and Zion Benton. Margaret McGormley took first place for the Wildcats. Girls varsity tennis team defeated Barrington this week 5-2 and ended the dual match season 14-8. Freshman Yuki Dagadowski was outstanding at #1 singles with a come-from-behind victory. They played in the NFC Championship today and will compete in the Hinsdale tournament tomorrow. The Libertyville 22-6 girls volleyball Cats defeated the Hershey Huskies on Tuesday in 3 sets. Last night they had a program sweep over Mundelein. They will take their undefeated MSC record to Zion Benton next Wednesday. Varsity girls swim team defeated Mundelein last night 120-66. Sophia Tianellis paced the Wildcats with first place finishes in all 4 of her races. The Cats will host Warren next Thursday night. And finally, congratulations to the girls flag football black team on their 30-6 victory over the orange team. Ava Torres was the game MVP with 2 touchdown passes. Ella Diamore was the defensive MVP, returning an interception for a touchdown. Good luck to all Wildcats in action this weekend. Reminder that Wildcat Productions is broadcasting today's game on the NFHS Network and YouTube. You can find the game by going to nfhsnetwork.com and searching Libertyville High School or by heading over to the Wildcat Productions YouTube page. Make sure to subscribe and follow so you don't miss the action. You can interact with announcers Bill Hicks, Chris Davis, and Kevin O'Neill using the Twitter handle at LHSO'Neill.
All right, welcome back to Walter R. Johnson Sports Complex here for Week 7. Cats are doing the job, up 34-0 right now. It's been all Cats today, Coach Mix. But we have a special guest that we got to talk to.
We do.
Hi, this is Casey Dugan, LHS dance coach, and I am here to talk a little bit about our dance team and the upcoming POMS clinic. But before I get started here, dance coach, not cheer, but I love cheer's program as well. Before we get started, I just wanted to say it's a great opportunity to be up here with Hall of Famer Kevin O'Neill,
This is true.
recently inducted.
Okay.
And Bill Mix, just Bill Mix.
Just Bill. Just Bill.
So we have the upcoming Future Cats POMS Clinic for all dance coach. Yeah, baby. All right. So we have the upcoming clinic on October 20th for all students, kindergarten through 5th grade in the community. Boys, girls, all are welcome. We're going to learn to dance with the high school dance team, learn all sorts of skills, and then they get to perform at the JV halftime. There may even be a little tunnel action. The best part about this event is it's a very pink night, pink shirt, pink palms that coordinate with the football team, and then we donate a portion of the proceeds to a breast cancer philanthropy. So it's super fun. We have 180 students registered, and we'd love to have your child register today.
But you have more room for more.
We have room for more. We welcome more. The more we get, the more we can donate back. So we're very excited. We actually have Hall of Famer Kevin O'Neill's 3 triplets coming. So it's going to be a great night.
That's going to be outstanding. And, you know, Hall of Famer Kevin O'Neill is always down there to watch. It's
Oh,
pretty-
yeah. Oh,
pretty
yeah. And
amazing.
we have announcers, JV announcer Dan Gorse's daughter's coming, football coach Dan Henneberry's daughter's
But
coming.
none of them are in the Hall of Fame, right?
No,
Okay.
no, not Hall of Famers. Not
Okay.
Hall of Famers. We can't all be, but
All right.
we strive. So
Coach
thank you so
Dugan?
much. If you need more information, visit the LHS website, and we look forward to seeing you soon.
Thanks so much.
Thanks for
Coach
having
Dugan.
me. Hey, thank you.
The girls super look forward to that event. It's absolutely fantastic. The Palms girls do a great job. They teach them to dance. They're camp counselors for a couple hours. Get them a snack. It's a super fun night and raising money for a great charity. Coach
They do.
Dugan and her
Those
assistant
kids always
coaches-
seem to be having a great time.
Oh, they love it. And I don't know how they keep them all corralled in there, but they do a heck of a job.
So what are we looking at now for a second half, Coach?
Well, the Cats are getting the ball, like we said, to start the second half. They're receiving, and they want to punch it in. Because if you go up 40, then that gets to running clock, and then you're able to get out of here quicker, keep guys healthier, keep things moving. And so the Cats aren't going to. They're not going to
Are they going to play?
They're not going
bench?
to take their foot off the gas until they get to that 40.
Okay.
So you know, if you're watching at home and you see, oh, they're up 34-0, why are they still passing the ball? Why are they still doing that? The idea is to get to 40, because then you get to running clock. And to be perfectly honest, even Mundelein's not going to resent that at all, because you can get up to that 40. They know they're outmatched in this one. This is only the second game that they've gotten blown out, because they had a real close game against Stevenson.
That's
as
right.
you
We
said
talked
in the
about that
pregame.
earlier. Yeah.
And it was only the Warren game, and so this is a 4-2 Mundelein team. So, you know, this isn't a team that, as Coach Davis said at halftime talking to us, this isn't an 0-6 Mundelein team that's been getting pounded up and down the field every week.
They're only one win away from the playoffs, so they're trying to find that one.
Yeah. So, but I think you'll see once we get to 40, you'll start to see some other guys getting in. Start to see some Bryce DeSalt there. Start to see some other guys getting in, and then you'll see the Cats kind of pull back on the throttle a little bit.
We got a new person down on the field with us. Henry, you down there?
So Henry,
Guys, I'm excited to be here, and it's an honor to join you guys, and I'm excited to just kind of be walking around the sidelines here, see what the mood is like so far. The players are acting real light out here. They're happy to be out here. There's not too many frowns when you're up by 34.
very true. So Henry's been with Wildcat Productions for all 4 years, if I remember correctly. Henry, usually behind the booth, behind the work, and now he's getting some time on the microphone, and might even be calling some parts of games for us in the future here.
All right.
So Sam, Seth, and La Vista back to catch the ball. Blaze La Vista catch the kick.
And this will be the first time Mundelein has kicked off tonight.
It will be indeed. Just off center of the field. They do have 6 and 4, 6 on the right, 4 to the left.
What does that tell you, Coach?
Well, I mean, one of two
Directional
things.
kick?
Either they're going to try to put it towards that corner, or they just have yep, and there they go.
It's actually a little pooch to the corner. It's going to bounce at the 20. La Vista comes up, takes it on a hop, and is down about the 22-yard line.
I think that's the right play by La Vista. You don't like to make a play on the ball if you can't play it cleanly, but I think Mundelein was coming down there.
Yeah,
and that's
I mean,
a live ball.
That's a live ball. So,
So
and he's actually he got it on the tall hop.
yeah, got it on the hop. I think he played that very well.
All right, so Cats huddling up on the sideline. Looks like the usual cast.
Andrew Johnson trotting out there, Rhett Van Moing.
Gavin Dixon's in the backfield with Chambeau. 3 receivers right.
Saw Jake Richter today do Guy Palms, and saw him do some moves that I most definitely did not need to see.
Inside handoff to Holtz. Pushing his way out. I don't know if they got much more than the line of scrimmage. See where they mark him down.
So Josh came in motion, and they kind of flipped it to him.
They gave him 2.
They're trying to find ways to get him the ball. He's an incredible athlete, incredibly dynamic, and they're just trying to find different ways to get the ball to him, to get him in space.
All right, brings up a 2nd and 8.
I see somebody all alone over the top.
Quick bubble screen.
Get to the outside,
Glitch.
nicely done.
I think he's got a first down. Nope. Yep.
Good block there by Sammy on the outside. And you see Quinn he drops his arm down to make that quick throw out there, kind of drops it into almost a...
it was a little snap throw, you're right.
Yeah, almost a sidearm motion.
Chambeau, blitzer up the middle. Nice hit.
What a
Lukic,
nice
again,
play.
Nikolic, another 10-yard gain.
Super play. I don't know if we get a replay of that because it just looks so routine. But Luka and Quinn are on the exact same page. So he's going out. If that defensive back bites and comes up and Luka can blast him, he'll go deep. But Quinn threw that ball short, knowing Luka was coming back because he wasn't getting behind that. He threw it before Luka broke off his route. Really nice job there. That's well practiced.
Single coverage out here on the right again. Going back to the left.
Get outside.
Got La Vista, pops it outside. Down to the 40, 35, 30. They finally push him out at about the 25-yard line. Chambeau's got to be close to 300 yards now.
Yeah.
Going to bring up a first down at the Mustang 25-yard line. That ball, again, traveled a long way in the air.
It always, when you're a wide receiver on the outside, it always looks so seductive to try to turn it in. But you've got to get to the outside and run away from people. Blaze did a real nice job of that. Double move there.
Double
it is
move
again,
into the corner. The defender is not looking back for the ball at all. No flag.
Doesn't have to. High school does not have to. We actually saw that in the Bears game too. Bear defender got called for that. There is no face guarding in high school.
Well, I wasn't thinking about face guarding as much as just holding. We're running into him. So, all right, this can bring up 2nd and 10. Ball still at the 25. Vista's coming out. Nikolic all the way out here by himself.
But then they have that one
Safety,
safety
I
just
know.
sitting in the middle. I don't understand.
Right down the middle. Got Holst down to about the 9.
And then, why isn't that safety standing right over the tight end?
Are they
Instead,
worried
he's
about a
kinda
slant into that gap?
I suppose, but then you put your cornerback on inside position.
Yeah, inside
Like, he's
leverage
just-
would keep him out.
Yeah, he's just standing in no man's land. Like he's not able to help out on Luka, and he wasn't able to stop Holtz from getting the ball.
1st and goal from, looks like it's about the 8-yard line. Stephen Gavrick told to go left and go all the way right. Now we got trips to the right.
And yet when we go trips, they bring 3 defenders out, which leaves
Going
one
fade
on
in
one.
the corner again.
Oh!
Looked like that was for Holst.
Yep.
Again, trying to get him involved.
He tried to make an adjustment on that ball. He was turning inside. Quinn put that ball a little outside, which I think was the place to go. And Josh couldn't quite adjust. But man, I got to tell you, I would not want to be the guy who's got to take him one-on-one in the red zone right
He's
there.
out there again, one-on-one.
Defensive back looks like he's about 6 inches shorter than Josh. Oh, they just can't get on the same page. You know, I think that's a matter of Josh hasn't been as involved in the offense, and him and Quinn just don't have that same.
I don't remember him lining up out there by himself that often.
No,
if at all before tonight.
I don't think so. And like I said, I think they're just trying to find ways to get him the ball. He's too dynamic of an athlete to not take advantage of his gifts.
They're doing the same lineup. 3 receivers right, Holst to the left by himself. He's looking to the right this time. Throws an inside slant to Sam.
And he's in.
There's the second touchdown.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
That's right. Sammy said he was going to get 2 tonight.
That's awesome.
Yep, saw them in the training room earlier.
Jack Trudelaar hustling on to do the long snapping duties. There we go, up to 40.
Up to 40.
It now becomes running clock, so things are going to go real fast from here, folks. It only stops on turnovers and penalties, I believe.
Kick is up.
Trudelaar's snap is perfect. Hold by Gav is money. Kick is good.
Cats are up 41.
41.
And now the clock will run.
And after scores, I guess I should say as well. Real quick, hey, do you have a piece of LHS history sitting in a box wasting away? Libertyville's new club, the Wildcat Historical Association, wants to hear from you. Be part of our mission to collect, preserve, and share the history of our amazing community high school. Contact, well, me, if you've got anything. So you can get me at kevin.o'neill at D128. We've got a display case outside the library, Coach Mix, now.
What's your email?
Kevin.o'neill, O-N-E-I-L-L.
At halloffame.com?
At D1, I saw it. I saw it on your page.
All right.
At D128HOF.org.
Henry, we got you down there? How we doing?
On here right now, doing pretty good. Now that we get to this running clock, lots of these players are starting to get excited for some new teammates being subbed in here. It's looking pretty happy down here.
Yeah, I see Sammy Seth down there after his second touchdown. We talked about getting 2 before the game, so he's got to be excited. All right. Cats kicking off. Again, going to come down at about the 15-yard line.
Oh,
got a little bit of room again.
We lost contain on that. Our contain man ducked inside. Got a little too excited. Got to stay at home and stay there.
Maddox Hermstroff has been a very busy young man tonight on those kick returns.
Indeed. So now, as we said, the clock will go. We'll stop on turnovers.
All right, we got some
penalties,
new
and
faces out there.
scores.
Connor Crane is out here.
Outstanding. Zach Bennett.
Yep, see Zach.
Zach, one of my DBs from his freshman year. Mason is still in the backfield there. A lot of times you leave one starter in each level.
I see McGrory still in there.
Oh, Zach!
Oh, almost.
Almost had it on the first play.
Zach Bennett read that, jumped the route, ended up breaking it up. Brings up 2nd and 10. Who else we got out there? Number 20, Tyler Wilson.
Brady Rowe is in.
56, Chris Samaras.
Chris Samaras, that's whose jersey I got to wear today, Coach.
Nice.
Chris gave me that. I had him freshman and sophomore year.
Quick throw out to the flat.
Oh, he dropped
it.
I
think he did drop it. Ball was intended for Wyatt Sudan.
Nice job. Pressure there by Connor Crane. Jen Crane is our fantastic department administrative assistant. She does a great job helping us out. Is that, who's making the defensive calls now? Is that Coach Alban they're letting make the defensive calls down there?
I can't see. I can't tell. 2 receivers right, 2 left. Fake inside handoff.
Oh, nice coverage.
Nice pass out to number 21, Vinny Rogalski.
Nice job by linebacker out there dropping into coverage. That's one of the harder things, especially if you're a sub. You don't get as much time, good adjustment. But then the Mundelein receiver just saddled into a spot there. Number 35 coming across.
Looks like Brady Rowe is back there in coverage.
So 1st and 10 for Mundelein. Now, just so you know, even if they do score, even if the Mustangs do score, the running clock keeps going.
Inside handoff.
Oh, Antonio just missed another one there.
Inside handoff. Brody Palak.
Kyle Burns coming on. KB coming on the field, getting some playing time in now. Everett Kendall coming in. Another guy who I had in class and in football.
Jake Gimbert.
Gimbert.
Gimbert. First and 10 from the Cats' 35-yard line. Two receivers left, one right. Gonna throw it. Oh, goodness.
Got lucky.
Goodness. The defensive back slipped down. That was Zach Bennett.
Zach, the turf monster, came up and bit him a little bit.
Wyatt Sudan started in on a slant and couldn't hold on to the ball. Cats got lucky.
Zach just got his legs crossed up a little bit there.
Checking his cleats, make sure they're clean of rubber.
This is a tough situation because you've got Mundelein still has their starters in, and they haven't gotten any smaller since the beginning of the game.
No, they haven't. Second and 10, moving the pocket out right. Throw it back into the flat. Pitch and catch.
That was the best pass completion I think they've had all night tonight. A nice rollout. He put that on with good oomph.
I think it was Ethan. Is that number 13? Ethan Connolly, I think. Yep, Ethan Connolly.
Caught their only touchdown last week.
McNelly with a nice pass.
Ran a good route there. And, Zach had really nice coverage on that. He was right in his hip pocket.
All right, first and 10 from about the 24-yard line. Little jet sweep action.
Nice job.
That's rally. Going to be a loss.
And that's why you keep one starter in at each level. Antonio's still in there. Antonio Vaughn next to Kyle Burns.
Diagnoses it much.
Just sees things faster, and I mean he's not. Antonio, we know, isn't going to get out physicaled even by those big strong kids from Mundelein.
All right, Antonio comes off for this play.
Ooh, blitz coming, ball.
And a huge heap of trouble.
I think he did.
Oh, flag. Burns and Gimbert with the tackle, but
I think that's going to be a personal foul.
Dead ball. Personal foul. Unnecessary roughness, number 44. Liberty on the defense, 15 yards. It's going to be third down.
No, it's going to be first down. And if it's a personal foul, it's an automatic first down, I believe. I thought they were going to call him for taunting. I thought he celebrated too close to the guy. I didn't see an unnecessary roughness. How about you?
I didn't either. I mean, he was animated when he was getting up, but he didn't seem to push or.
No, I thought it would have been a questionable taunting call, but I thought that's what he was going to go with. But it didn't seem.
They're keeping it at 3rd and 5.
Oh, because the penalty is from the spot of the ball.
Right.
Or
Well,
from the spot from the
that's what
penalty.
learning more and more about high school football.
Yeah.
All right, so 3rd and 5. Two receivers right, one to the left.
Oh! Nice
Big hit by
pressure
Gimbert.
there.
Gimbert was still mad about the penalty. Went hard. McNelly got rid of it, but barely. Bring up 4th down.
And see, this is where the running clock really comes into play. All of these incomplete passes, but the clock just keeps on keeping on. I wonder if we're going to see, I don't see anybody else warming up to throw.
Is this a field goal? Looks like it's going to be
Wow.
a field goal. 35-yard, 37-yard attempt by number 45, Christian Garcia.
Oh, nope. Holder never got the ball down.
Never
Snap
got the
came
ball
through
down.
kind of janky. Was never able to get it down.
I'm impressed the kid got the kick up.
Yeah,
It's not a bad kick.
It was almost, he was practically kicking it flat off the ground. So Cats defense holds.
All right. Down to 2 minutes in the third quarter. Looks like Quinn's night is done. He's standing down there by Henry. We got
Like Quinn is done for the game. Came over and talked to me for a little bit, just enjoying the rest of the game here, seeing some of his friends get in.
All right.
Excellent.
Is that Josh Holst?
Yep, that's Holst. So he
inside handoff.
Now he did some quarterbacking for, he was the quarterback for the sophomore team last year, essentially because Brady Quinn got pulled up and they didn't really have a sophomore quarterback.
That was the first carry that I can remember. Cesar Vela, number 21.
21, Cesar Vela. I don't recall him getting the ball yet this season yet either.
All right. So nice little 7-yard, 8-yard gain.
So Josh very selflessly played quarterback, even though obviously that's not his natural position. But he's, like we said, a tremendous athlete and got the job done. Did a nice job for him.
All right, 2nd and 2. Holst has to avoid. Oh,
Yep, that's going to be a
horse collar. That's what it looked like.
But keep that clock running.
Rolling, rolling, rolling.
That'll bring us down to the end of the third quarter, I believe, by the time we get this all sorted out. So it looked like a little confusion, which happens sometimes. I don't know. Where he threw the flag, that might not have been the horse collar call.
See what he says here.
Because technically for a horse collar, you have to have the hand all the way down in there, not just grabbing the jersey.
See what the ref says here.
Holding.
Yeah.
55 offense. Repeat, 2nd down.
Because where he threw the flag, it didn't look like it had anything to do with the play.
That's the end of the third quarter.
All right, end of the third quarter. We're going to go down to the field. Henry Carlson, see what you got.
Yeah, guys, thank you. I'm currently joined by a former LHS Wildcat, former Wildcat Productions member, currently over in Kentucky for working for the SEC Network. And, of course, he's my older brother, Jack Carlson. Jack, thanks for joining us today.
It's an honor to be here standing next to the homecoming Wildcat this year. I'm excited to be back in Libertyville.
And, of course, it is homecoming. This is one of your first times coming back for homecoming. How does it feel to come back and see your Cats get hopefully a big win over the Mundelein Mustangs?
It's awesome to be here. I mean, the fans are still out in full force despite the weather. The Cats are up big, and you just love to see it.
Absolutely. And coming back and seeing the Wildcat Productions broadcast, what are some things that you've noticed, some new things you've seen added? What is your overall feel, the new broadcast since you've been gone?
Well, I'd like to thank Dan Treptow for having me back, of course, my advisor when I was here. It's been great to just check in with everyone. You know, when I was here at Wildcat Productions, I was mostly on camera. And now going to the SEC Network, I've really gotten to grow my portfolio behind the scenes. So coming back to shed a little bit of light on what I've learned and try and pass that down to the Wildcat Production folks here, it's been a real treat. And like I said, I'm just so happy to be back standing next to the homecoming Wildcat. Yeah.
All right. Jack, thank you so much.
Thank you,
very
Jack.
much.
Awesome. Glad you're doing so many cool things out there, man.
Quick bubble screen out to number 10, Zach Henderson.
Zach!
Going to get a lot of it back. It's going to bring up a 3rd and manageable, maybe 3rd and
5? Oh, that line keeps going. Look at that. Cats would really like to get this first down to keep their offense on the field. Get to control that clock a little bit more, that running clock. Wait in between each play. Let that play clock get down. See if we can get some of the new lineman numbers too.
Inside handoff. Not going anywhere, going to lose a yard.
I think that's
Cesar Vila
Max
again.
Frazen out there on the line. Jake Grambo on the O-line. John Wald. So got a whole new offensive line in there.
Joey Chulo.
Yep, Joey Chulo's out there. So now punt's got to go out, but we got to make sure we currently only have 6 people on the punt team. Now we have 8. Still need 3 more. This is one of the tricky parts when you are. We don't have any wing backs to block for us right now. That would be ideal.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Take the penalty, coach. Oh, and Ben's going to get to do the punting here.
Timeout. Libertyville.
Even the ref sounded disappointed that we had to get all that time out.
Absolutely.
Oh, hey, I should have done this one earlier where people were still tuned in before we started routing. Girls volleyball is currently undefeated and in first place in the NSC with an overall record of 22-6, and they're the number 1 seed in the Huntley sectional. The Cats take on Zion Wednesday. As you said, wrapping up conference schedule and getting ready for sectional. So Coach Loika, Coach Smith, Coach Tamayo, they get those girls going. 3 volleyball girls on the homecoming court also.
In those 3 interact, one thing I can say for sure is that team is together inside and outside of volleyball. They love interacting with each other, they love hanging out, and seeing them interact on the homecoming court has just been something special.
That's very fun.
All right, Ratner gonna do the punting. Kick is gonna land at about the 50 and roll.
Take a favorable Cat bounce.
We're gonna down it at about the 42-yard line.
So I want to give a shout out to our Wildcat production crew here. Ethan was our first half director, Finley the second half. First half we had Emma, Evan on tech and graphics. Replay operator was Felix. On the cameras we had Breyer, Will, Kanoa, Liam, Mehmet, Callie, Finley, Peter, Jack, Matthias, Anish, Eric, Henry, Connor, Colin, Mark, Caroline, Brooke, Clayton, Jack, Jess, Karen, Dan, and Jack. Oh no, those are our directors. Technical support, Dan Treptow. Oh! And Jack Holland, sorry. Almost forgot to finish that statement. Second half people, we have Finley, like we said, directing. Callie, Ethan, and Emma on graphics and on replay and tech directors. On camera, a lot of the same people. Connor, Colin, Will, Henry, Breyer, Matthias, Eric, Caroline, Brooke, Jack, Jess, Karen, Peter, Mehmet, Clayton, Jack, Evan, Mark, Noah, Felix, Anish, Dan, and Jack providing technical support and making us all look and sound really good.
It's 2nd and 10, and inside handoff. Cats rallying to the ball.
Nice job. Nice tackle there by Tyler Wilson.
Yeah.
Way to go.
Hey, Coach, did you know that LHS now has a pickleball club?
We have a pickleball club.
We do. We have a pickleball club. It meets Tuesdays in the main gym in the morning from 7:45 to 8:25. Mrs. Bookert is the sponsor, and all are welcome.
That's awesome.
If you like the game, get out there.
That's
All
fantastic.
right, 3rd and 10.
Jacob Wisenhand in a corner, one-on-one out here.
It's rolling
switch.
right.
He switched the coverage. Nice job, Jacob. What a play.
Oh, got a first down. That was Carson Cooper. Called his name a lot tonight.
35. We don't have him on the roster. Can't give him a shout out. But Wisenhand, what a real nice job. They ran an inside out route. They ran a little post wheel. And Wisenhand stayed with the post until it was time to get back outside and cover that wheel. And so they weren't able to go deep. They had to throw underneath to a crossing route. And we're just able to get that enough for a first down.
All right. Mustangs down to the Cats' 46-yard line. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Fake inside handoff, pressure.
Oh!
Run over.
Way to stay at home. Find it. That's 35. We don't know who that is.
Hey, Henry, if you're down there, can you see if you can figure out who number 35 is for us? Not on our roster up here. Maybe ask one of the coaches who's not busy.
Or ask a player. They'll know.
Yeah,
too.
ask a player. They might know.
So big play. Cats over-penetrated a little bit, flushed the quarterback from the pocket, but then a nice big play set up at second and super long now.
Throw of about 10, 11 yards, going to bring up a 3rd and 9.
Nice coverage there.
What you got, Hank?
Martin Simeon coming downfield, making a play.
What you got, Henry? You find out?
Is that number 35 coming in and making a huge impact is Dylan Dowdy, who did get moved up from the JV team.
All right.
Dylan Dowdy.
A couple of big plays there. All right, so 3rd and about 8.
Thank you, Henry. Well done. Appreciate that, man.
2 left. Quick throw into the slot. Complete. Down Brandon Carmen down to about the 34-yard line. Moves the chains for the Mustangs.
Just out of the reach of Winwazakovic, just able to get it past his hands.
Get a look at it here.
Jake Ryan getting in on the field here.
Love this angle.
Yeah, Jack Trudelaar getting some time in LB right there. Oof.
It's close.
Nice coverage there. I mean, Zach Bennett was on him like white on rice, but just nice throw.
1st and 10. Inside handoff. Nice hole.
Oh, big hit. That's the safety coming down. I'm not sure who it was on that one.
And the line pushes him down to another 1st down, I think.
That was coming downhill hard.
It was Brody Palak again on that carry.
Aiden Newby coming down hard from safety. That was really nice. But then, like you said, the pile was able to get there and push.
Now they're talking to the coach. What's going on the far side of the field? Oh, there's a flag. Picked up the flag. Looks like it's probably on the Cats, so they were deciding whether they're going to take it or not. Still having a discussion.
So, Coach, next 2 weeks here, the Cats are going to go to 4-3. Next 2 weeks, next week is at Zion, who has struggled mightily this season. So hopefully the Cats can take care of business there. And then that sets up a very important Week 9 matchup with the not New England, with the Patriots of Stevenson for a must-win for the Cats they'll have 5.
Right.
But the difference between 5 wins and 6 wins as far as playoff seeds
is big.
It's absolutely huge. If you can get a win over Stevenson, and assuming we take care of business against Zion, not trying to look past the ZBs, but assuming we can take care of business there, a 6 seed or 6 wins get you out of that.
Personal foul. 76 on the offense.
Oof.
2nd down.
All right, 2nd down.
Should be 1st down, I believe.
Well, he's telling the sideline to put 2nd down. All right. He's in charge.
Yep.
All right, so that's going to bring up a 2nd and about 15. McNelly looking left, throwing it down the sideline. He's got an open receiver. Oh, just overshot him.
We lost our coverage there a little bit.
Wyatt Sudan has been open a few times tonight. They've had a hard time hooking up.
So that what we were saying is the difference between 6 wins and 5 wins as far as your seed in the playoffs. That's the difference from playing a number 2 or 3 seed in East St. Louis,
right,
to playing, to being a 9 or 10 seed, playing potentially a little closer to home, and not one of the top 5 teams.
Six wins ever get you a home game?
I find that hard to believe. I mean, I suppose it's possible, depending on how many playoff points we have.
Gotcha.
But it seems unlikely to me. There's going to be a
3rd
lot
and 15.
more.
Ellie throws into the nice pitch and catch again. That was the number 21.
And Jake Ryan was right there.
Galski. So it's going to bring up a 4th and about 4.
3. Stop walking. So here you see surveying the field. There's not anywhere to go, and then he dumps it down. But nice coverage. Look at that. I mean, Cat's right there. We get down to about 3 minutes here. Sure would be nice if the second team could keep them out of the end zone. Keep that shutout. It's nice to do for the guys who started and who played that. But it's also nice for the guys who are on the field. They want to
Absolutely.
know that they held this first unit out of the end zone.
Nelly, 2 receivers left. Oh, a lot of movement. So we jumped first, then the receiver went. But what
Good
happens
ball.
here?
False start.
All right.
Number 21 offense. Remains 4th down.
All right.
That's helpful. That makes it a much less
4th and
9, 8.
8.
So also just pushes them back, gives us a better chance to keep them out of the end zone.
And the clock continues to run.
Yup. So get to 2 minutes here.
Some confusion. Receivers changing sides. 2 receivers to the right and the short side. 2 to the left. Nelly is looking right. Throws it into the flat.
Oh,
Looks
is it intercepted?
no.
No.
Knocked down.
Nice job there, Connor
Connor
Crane.
Crane.
Read
Up
that
and-
route, came. Sorry, go ahead.
No,
Coach.
it's all right. Up and flexed.
Stepped in front of that route, planted his foot, came back. Nicely done. Henry, so tell us, man, you're the first homecoming Wildcat, or what are we calling? Tell us what we call it again.
I'm a Wildcat.
Homecoming Wildcat, first one ever in school's history. What was it like being up on the stage and getting your name, getting the sash put on you?
Honestly, it was an honor, it was a privilege, and it still feels surreal. It was just a great time. You know, I've taken part in that assembly for 3 years now. Couldn't the first year, my freshman year, because of the COVID year, but it's one of my favorite LHS traditions every year, and there was nothing I love more than just seeing our school's spirit just be shown off in that gym.
Awesome. So we just got Kazi Ali getting a carry, and the sideline going crazy for him there. You love to see when guys are getting in who don't get a ton of opportunities and taking advantage of it. Got a gain of 9 there, Coach.
He did. It was a nice run.
Sidelines went crazy for him.
Still going crazy, mauling him on the side.
Jake Grambo doing the snapping for us now. I think this will probably be the last play, I would imagine. Oh, that's not allowed to do, but we're okay. Everybody just wants to get this done right now.
Side handoff.
Oh!
Fumble! And recovered by number 67.
Covered by Langfeld.
Andrew Langfeld.
Andrew pounced on that
El
like it was a
Gato, he was
cheeseburger.
quick.
So that'll bring us down here. That'll wrap it up. So the Cats are going to go to 4-3. Good shot of Coach Shack there, offensive coach. There's Kazi right there. So Cats go to 4-3. Mundelein also falls to 4-3. Just domination by the Wildcats. I mean, from start to finish here.
Big plays, never close. So I think we were due for one of these after those 2 heartbreakers, you know?
After 2 overtime losses, yeah, this one feels good. And again, this was against a 4-2 Mundelein team. This was against not a pushover team. So nice one for the Cats. Glad they're able to get this. Go ahead, Henry. We got something down there, my man.
I'd just like to say thank you so much for your time. It's been a pleasure. And maybe I'll see you against Stevenson in a couple weeks.
Hopefully, we'll be able to
great.
get you up here. Trying to get Henry up in the booth so he can get a little air time too. So, congrats to all the coaches on this. Want to give a shout out to Coach Matt Thompson, who he and his wife are running the marathon this Sunday in Chicago. Number 15, right?
Nice.
Number 15 for Coach Thompson. And so you will have to find the ZB game on your own somewhere next week, but in 2 weeks we'll be back here with the green and gold Stevenson Patriots.
Dun, dun,
So on behalf of Dan Treptow, all the good folks down at Wildcat Productions, Jack Holland and Coach Mix.
And Hall of Famer Kevin O'Neill.
There we are. There's our crew down there. Awesome job.
Hey, there we are.
Doing the job, making us
That's
sound
right.
good. Awesome. So thank you all very much for tuning in tonight. Hope you had as much fun as we did, and we'll see you in 2 weeks.
Bye, y'all.